Alright, this is the introduction for the standing wave lab, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be setting up some standing waves on strings. I've got a couple of pre-lab questions for you right here, just to kind of get you familiar with what we're doing. Now when it comes to solving these guys, what you can do is you can ask yourself what order is this thing, and then use the equation in the textbook. Or the way I prefer to do this is I say, okay, there's one full wavelength, there's two full wavelengths, there's a half of a wavelength. I know that it's 2 meters long, so I know that I have 2.5 wavelengths inside of 2 meters, and I can go ahead and calculate the wavelength. This guy right here, pretty straightforward. We know that V is equal to lambda times F, and you're going to go ahead and solve this guy. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and open up the simulation, and this simulation is going to appear just right here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn this vibration frequency all the way down to the very minimum, 45 Hertz, and we're going to turn the tension all the way up, and we happen to hit a standing wave just right here. What I want you to do is to go ahead and note the frequency, note the linear density, note the tension, note the length. The very first thing we're going to do is we're going to use this equation right here to calculate what the wave speed is. In this case, we just have one full wavelength right here, so the wavelength is equal to the length, and we're going to calculate the wave speed. This is what I'm calling the calculated wave speed. We're going to use this guy right here as our truth measurement, and we're going to calculate the wave speed in that way as well. So first we're going to calculate it using this, and then we're going to calculate it using this. How do they compare? They should be pretty close, within rounding and getting the tension just right. Then what you're going to do is you're just going to decrease the tension until you see the next standing wave, and you're going to keep on doing that until you fill this table up. So you should expect to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possible tensions that can work. So we're not going to be able to resonate this string unless the tension is just right, so you can kind of see the wave kind of stops. And we decrease it up until we hit this guy just right here. And you want to mess around with this until you've hit a maximum. So this brought it down. This kind of brings it up, and you want to shoot for where it hits the most. I'm not going to show you exactly where that is. You're just going to keep on doing this until you hit the next one, and the next one, and so on and so forth. So what happens as the tension increases or decreases, and what happens as it decreases. So with that said, I'll turn you loose and let you go.